into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway.
Probably about to get throttled.
And he'll just take the knee in this drive.
We need a reset.
So the Boise State Broncos offense will come out first.
It
was the Bulldogs who chewed up the men in blue the last time they saw each other.
I mean, the Bulldogs went frying pan to the head of a proud Boise program and really asserted themselves. And then this is a rivalry. This is teams that play each other pretty consistently that usually have a lot of meaning on the line.
And Boise State was asking so many questions after they got beat down the way they did. Really, you don't have to look much further than Fresno and just how they dominated that game in all three phases.
They'll leave it with him.
Come on.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
Come on, dog. Do something nasty.
He's brought down, but a real solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
All right, Bryson.
So Fresno State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is now to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Right on the money. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Really?
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start outside the pocket,
get out of here.
I don't see anything
get out.
I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a
get out.
Yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They all
that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
And they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. So, but it's been kind of neutral the last 10 matchups, so good little rivalry, still budding, still blooming.
Yeah, it's a fun one to watch, David. This thing really kicked off back when Boise State joined the WAC, and that year they upset then number 8 Fresno State. I think that's when people around the country started paying more attention to this rivalry.
The give on the inside.
I didn't get there. Come on.
Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just
got enough space.
Oh, come on. We gotta go.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Catch out. Come on.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Fresno State. They grab the early lead. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executed at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the
No, come on, man. There's so many people.
Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Oh.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The offense in hurry and low. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
He's got it on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw.
Oh, man, we got to get some kind of rush right there.
Deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass.
Come on. Yes.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Aha, I couldn't make it.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 89-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That's caught. It's more. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Drop play quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, I got to be.
Touch pass on the run.
Got to be.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He makes a grab.
He's not in.
White nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Scrambling away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0. And these people are really quiet here.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing.
She don't lose sleep.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Gaines. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one. And that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
He's straight downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by
the camera.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open.
Nowhere to go when the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Fresno State takes over. The offense will go back to work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Fresno State right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Sweet cut there. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route. But it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
I think so.
On the right side. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Safe completion on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab on the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Baylor. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage.
I don't know, but she's in the bed, I
some
think.
softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
To the air, it's St. Clair. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Sure, you're not going to come in doing like moaning and groaning and all that.
On is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Gets inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Yeah. What? What? You want to go take a bath with Mom, or you want to take a bath with Daddy whenever I'm done? What? You want to go take a bath with Mama right now? Go tell her you said no. Go tell her Daddy's gonna make. Go tell her. He said he's gonna take a bath with me. Every time.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Broncos and Bulldogs tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
God damn it. What?
Fresno State takes over the offense. We'll go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Fresno State right back to the line.
You're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet, scramble around, and I think they got used to it the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. First snap in this drive will come from the 46. On the run, it's Gaines. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
No.
Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. They're
nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And there's no real mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. The official says no good, hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Hold and finds his man on the left.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Punts it out of the air. Tackle.
In the bathtub, like your mama just told.
Way earlier than you're used to. I know, I'm sorry.
At the 48, it's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire.
Where you at, dude? Come on. That fucking button is right there. I'm trying to throw it. Can't have you doing that. Whatever you just did, you can't do that.
Last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Here's a hit.
Jesus Christ, this line is fucked. God.
Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Ah, shit. I was trying to back him off.
The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself.
10 yards back.
Oh, he got loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down.
Look at me like that, boy.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting...
There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. The inside handoff. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Looking for space. It's Gaines. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the
it's so bad, guys.
Or is this a comeback for the ages in store?
It's pretty terrible.
The Broncos will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Picked off.
What's
What
that?
a play to set him up. He was trying to
It's
get
like
that
did
return
shit.
going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked. But
Can't
coaches
go
are
one
always
game without
looking
throwing
for
a fucking
positive
pick because you
things that
suck.
you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception. Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Blake. Caught behind the line.
Dude, that save time sucks, man.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
On the option. Now the pitch.
Nice job.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time
Simple
the quarterback
spot,
made the
saving the
wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a little space. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. And the Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Here's the pressure. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
The Broncos need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Oh my God.
Back up now here, second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not.
You're the biggest dude on the field.
And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Wants to go up top on first down.
No, what the
It's picked up.
fucking hell was that?
Drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Inside. Touchdown Broncos.
Red card.
The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, and building some momentum for some future games.
He ain't the most.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far
Sorry,
from
dog.
over.
We're gonna post him
With
too.
this crowd there in Harrisonburg
But they
behind
were coming.
them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to East Carolina.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Using his feet to buy time. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. To throw, it's St. Clair. The short hands, it's Moore. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Open space at the 25. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Wants to throw on first down.
Got me on.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Setting up the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this